So today I want to share with you some insights on awakening Saraswati, or the energy of the goddess Saraswati within us. So Saraswati is the embodiment of knowledge and of wisdom, and these are some very interesting things to notice in oneself, to see how to let them blossom, and also study the difference between knowledge and wisdom, or information, knowledge and wisdom. So as always in this video, I'm going to share from my own personal svadhyaya or exploration, and I hope that perhaps at least some part of it is useful to you. So in my study of wisdom, like I was always wonder where wisdom comes from, right? Because we often associate older people are wiser. But it's not true. Like, we often see that that's not true. So what is the source of wisdom? Are people just born wise because of some karmic background, or because of an unknown reason? Or is wisdom something that we can cultivate? Is there a process or a technique to bring wisdom alive? And so what I have gleaned is that wisdom, like awareness, it always exists. And then we just have to use the sadhana, the practice, to uncover the wisdom. And so here's my story. When I went to the Shivananda ashram to study yoga, to be a teacher, they said we were going to do 12 asanas because those worked with the main chakras. And the practice in Shivananda yoga is to use the practice of asana to awaken ourselves spiritually. And I thought, this is like, I'm going to be so bored, because, you know, I was 26, I love the arts, I love traveling, and I just wanted to like have a mouthful of the world and everything it could offer, including yoga. And I thought, I'm going to be so bored. Like, repetition, I don't like it at all. I've associated repetition, thanks to the factory schooling system, with learning something and then reproducing it, right? But I saw all the swamis, and they were and are so radiant, like, and so peaceful. Like, it's in their being. It's not, and even through the fluctuations that they can have, there's like this very present tejas, so this brilliance that is, it seems like a little beyond human, right? And I thought, well, I want to be like that, so I'm going to do what they're doing. So I learned the 12 asanas, and for the last 11 years, believe it or not, anyone who knows me, who knew me then and knows me now, finds it hard to believe still, I've been doing the same sadhana, the same practice. But why is that important to this conversation? It's because every time you repeat something with the right bhava or the sentiment, the open-heartedness, the trust that, because, you know, the yogis did it for thousands of years, and they I don't even want to say reached the goal, because it's not about the goal. They were able to open their hearts and be compassionate and be so loving that there is something to it, and I'm going to respect that. And I realized that constantly, in sort of crests and troughs, there are definitely plateau times, there are definitely times of boredom. There's just these beautiful insights that awaken. And these could not come without repetition. There is something about repetition with the right bhava, which is really important, that uncovers the wisdom that is locked in each of the poses, or that is locked in the pranayama practice, or that is locked in anything in life. When you see artisans, you know, like when you travel and you see artisans that have been doing something and their parents were doing it and their grandparents were doing it, they also, more often than not, have this sense of serenity as they work, a sense of complete absorption. And, you know, sometimes one can see it even in you know, someone who's doing dishes or cooking. It doesn't have to be like this out of the world amazing art or amazing like yoga pose, or it's not extravagant. it is simple. And to keep this short, what I realized is that when you keep repeating something, it gifts itself to you. Just like when you have an intimate relationship with a person and you keep nourishing that relationship and you keep your heart open so that the person feels more safe to trust you, to be themselves with you. And this is what happens with the asana practice, with pranayama practice. And to me, this is how the goddess Saraswati has started to come alive in my life. I have a very, very, very long way to go. But I'm grateful for the gifts that unfold right now. So I'd like to invite you in whatever you do, whether you do yoga or you're just chopping vegetables, or or doing like some fancy, I don't know, rocket science, right? To just bring this bhava of open-heartedness, of trust, of curiosity, of patience. And there are ways to cultivate patience through sadhana. And you will see that the wisdom that is available, not just through yoga or tai chi or spiritual traditions, it is available through life, because yoga is not separate from life. Spirituality is not separate from life. It is an experience of life itself. So until the next video, I hope you enjoyed this one on Saraswati, and keep repeating, trusting, keep your heart open, make sure you have a teacher with the right technique, and keep practicing. Happy sadhana.